Hello everyone, so in this video let us talk about a problem from LeetCode. The problem is an easy problem. The problem name is minimum changes to make alternating binary string. So the problem statement goes like this, that you're given a string S consisting of only the characters 0 or 1, like 0 and 1 actually. In one operation you can change from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. So you can like flip out any number inside there. Now what the problem statement is about to ask is that a string is called alternative if there is no adjacent character that are equal. So which means that it can either be like 0 1 0 1 0 1, like it should be alternating characters, they should not be like same. So no two characters that are same should be like just adjacent to each other. So what is the minimum number of operations that you have to do to make this string alternating? Now the very first intuition that comes to my mind is, okay, let us take one example and try to understand like what is actually alternating sequence. So alternating sequence can be like, let's say start with 1. So 1, then because it is go to consecutive characters can be same, it will be 1 0 1 0 1 0 and so on, okay, till all the n numbers. So one of the options is this. Other can be, let's say if I don't want to start with 1, I will start from 0. So it will be 0 1 0 1 0 1 and so on till all the n numbers. So what you can understand from here is that there are only possible two sequences, because I cannot start with 1 again, because if I start with the very first character as 1, this should be the sequence. If I start with the very first character as 0, then this should be a sequence. So the other sequence that is alternating and consisting of only 0 1 is possible. So what I just want to check is that if I have any given string, I want to first convert it to this form, like this string. If I want to convert it to this string, what is the minimum number of operations that are required? Or I can convert the same string into this string. Both of these strings are valid. So whichever strings that leads to minimum number of operations to convert to, that is the actual answer. So that you just have to print out what is the minimum number of operations that are required to convert it to an alternative string. That's the whole thing. I just moved on to the code part now so that it will become more clear to you. So what we have done here is that we have used the starter function and we have initialized a check function. This check function will take the string and the character from which we'll start. Okay, so because instead of like writing down the same code two times, it's very simple to just write a function, implement a common implementation, and then just like this code will look much cleaner to read instead of just writing down the same code twice. Okay, so what I've done is I have written a check function. I'll tell you how, and then I'll just pass in the check function the string s. I just want that if I have a string s and I want to make it alternating such that the first character is 1. So if I know that the first character is 1, the next character is 0, so 1 0 1 0, so this is the string. So from the first character I can understand. What I mean by this is, if what is the minimum of operations this check function will return. If I want to convert this string to this format, which is starting from 1, what is the minimum number of operations that are required? That is returned by this check function. Again, if you start from 0, what is the minimum number of operations that are required? This check function will return that, and I just want to minimize them over both of them. Now, how this check function is working, it will take the string and the starting character that I want to start with. Total is the total number of operations that are required. Then I will start over the iterating over the whole string. So what I just have to check out is that, see, if the character I'm on is same. So let's say I have the string as 0 1 0. Now the string as 0 1 0 0. And let's say I want to convert it to string 0 1 0 1. So what I'll just do is that I will just iterate over this two strings, okay, one by one. So what I'll do is I will first match out the first character of both the strings. They are same. So if they are same, then I don't need to change them, because I eventually need to convert this string to this string. So if the first character is same, the second character is also same, the third character is also same, the fourth character is not same. So if they are not same, what I eventually have to do is I just have to flip it out. Okay, I just have to flip it out. But the also thing you have to also understand is that how this string is built, like this string is built. This string is starting from 0, so it is for 0, then it is 1 0 1 0 1 and so on. So what I've done is that I just have to check that whether the ith string I am on is equal to the character. Okay, character is the ith character on this like the string I want to reach to. So what I just have to check is if they are same, then it is fine. If they are not same, then I have to change them. I have to change the character in the original string to the one which is required. So I just increment my total. Now I have to flip the bits at every instance. Either you can create this string. So what I mean by this is the final string that you want to reach to. This is the final state 0 1 0 1 0 1 and so on. So either you can create out a string and the directly just match out, or you just know that the first character is 0, then the next character will be 1. First character will be 0, the next character will be 1. So 0 1 0 1. So what I've done is that I have passed the character that is 1. So it is starting from 1. So if it is starting with 1, when the character is 1, just switches to 0. And if it is 0, switch it to 1. So this is the switching part, which means that if I start with 0, it will eventually first match with 0, and the next character it will match to 1, and it will 0, then 1. So this is the like the switcher part, which will switch the, like, let's say the numbers from 0 1 0 1 0 and so on. So whatever it starts with, let's say start with 1, it will then make it 0, then it will 1 and so on. So I just check out that what are the character I am on. If it matches with the string ith character of the string, if it is, then it is fine. If it is not, increment the total because I have to switch that particular character. And that's it. That just return a total number of character switches that are required to convert this particular string to the final state that I want to, and I just want to minimize it over both of them. That's the logic and the code part. So this is an O of n for loop. So two function calls are there. That is 2 O of n, which is of n. So that's the overall logic and the code part for this particular problem. If you still have any doubts, you can mention down in the comment box of this particular video. I will see you in the next one. And bye.